Hey, this episode of the Doug Stanhope podcast is brought to you by Squarespace, actual sponsor. Start building your website today at squarespace.com. Enter offer code Doug Stanhope at checkout to get 10% off. Squarespace. Build it beautiful. All right, so we do the Impractical Jokers tour. Rained every day. Miserable rain.
Are you treating this like a podcast, or are we just going to slip?
Yeah, well, we'll probably have to redo this, but it'll be funnier if I do it before I know all the details.
Okay.
Because right now, it's funny to me.
Yeah, she's still on.
I need a co-host. Who's stepping in? All right.
I'll start it out.
Good, Kenny, you'll take over. Smuggled all that booze on, over 200 ounces. I actually took pictures, but there were a lot of them were flasks, and there were 200 milliliters versus ounces, and I couldn't do the conversion. Shitloads of booze. Their prices on the cruise, we were paying $12 for a vodka soda when we were buying them. So 200 ounces is 150 measured drinks. An ounce and a half is a measured drink. Yeah, we fucked them on that. But I had to make sure I drank all of it. I didn't, but I was trying to. So there's a lot of blurry days, missed moments. But one of the days in Cozumel, we stop in Cozumel. There you are, Steve Drew. Why couldn't it be you? I'm like, I could understand Steve Drew. Why not you? I haven't got up to that point. I haven't got up to that point yet. Most people here don't know what the fuck's going on. So the third day we land in Cozumel. I'm not leaving the boat, and it's shitty, rainy, awful, like heavy rain. But I know everyone's gonna be off the boat, so let's hit the hot tub. We're shit-faced early. I woke up shit-faced. I'm drinking all that smuggled booze, so I woke up drunk. Let's just keep hitting it. Everyone's gonna be off the boat. One pool on the boat. One pool for 1,800 people. Thank God it fucking rained every day. And 2 hot tubs and the fattest people in the world. Fat people here on Stoner Row, you would have felt slim on this fucking boat. It was... So we get in the hot tub and we start drinking, and I'm buying rounds for everyone. And anyway, 48 hours into this heavy drunk, I think it's a good idea to bring this girl back to my room. Knowing Bingo's in the room, I still think it's a good idea to bring this girl back to my room. She had her own room. It wasn't until the next day I go, why didn't I just cheat on her in your room where I wouldn't have got caught, much less like go in and have her go, all right, I'm just going to leave.
You got caught pre-cheat.
I was the worst cheat ever because in one of the bags I smuggled, the dildo bag. I don't know if the dildo. Yes, the dildo bag. I had all these dildos and baby oil, and I don't know this girl, so I'm like, let's use all this shit. Can I grab an ashtray? I know I'm not supposed to be smoking in my own house.
Oh, that's not an ashtray.
It is now.
Oh,
Everything's an ashtray now. So there's baby oil handprints all over the wall. Everything's smeared in baby oil. I immediately pass out. She goes away. Bingo at some point comes in and went, yeah, I came back like 3 times when you were fucking that girl. I listened at the door. I heard you spanking her, and I'm like, I can still lie my way out of this. Uncle Bill, what did you tell me? Your 4 or 5 rules of life. One of them is always deny. Never rat yourself out. I was trying to go with this. I had a million excuses. I went with, I blacked out. I don't know. Maybe it was another guy that was fucking her that I invited over. Nonsense. There's small handprints and there's big handprints and baby oil all over. But what this led to was her admitting that she's leaving me anyway because she's in love with a local fucking hobo guitar picker in town, and she was leaving me anyway. And I'm like, did I have to fuck this weird 23 years old, by the way, thank you, less than half my age, beautiful big-titted girl. But like, when were you going to tell me otherwise? If I hadn't have been drunk enough to think I could have cheated on you in front of you and that you would be a participant, how long would it have been until you told me you're leaving me for some dude? So yeah, Bingo and I are Dunsville. She really wanted to be part of this podcast, but she had to go meet that dude.
We can get him on Skype.
But yeah, no, she said it was the next day, and she said, yeah, well, I fell in love with someone else, and that's how we met. That's how Bingo and I met. I was with my now ex-wife, and I fell in love with Bingo.
Yeah.
And when you fall in love, you gotta chase that shit. You know, all the nonsense. That's the only good thing that's not chemical. You can get that. You can do ecstasy and have that for a minute, but that's the real
shit. It's like an organic. It's organic. There's no futzing around.
It's the best thing in life. So run amok, lady. I'm on your side. I high-fived her immediately. I wasn't like, what?
With oil?
Yeah, it's a little oily high five. And then then it turned into just a fucking nightmare of travel and
the ship, not traveling with someone.
Just getting off the ship. You have to leave. Oh, it's a 7:30 a.m. checkout? Fuck you. You cocksuckers. The cruise ships are so manipulative and just if you know the movie Westworld, you feel controlled, like there's people behind the scenes controlling every dime you spend, how to fuck you out of another dime. We're supposed to get off the boat and we're just shit-faced. This is 2 days after we broke up, and we're still getting along. Everything's fine. Had to fuck that 23-year-old again.
I think international waters, you have to.
How often do you have these chances?
Yeah.
And then, so the gang plank or gang walk or whatever the thing you walk off the boat broke. So there's a delay. Just leaving the ship, there's a delay. Then we get to Miami airport, and we have 7 hours to kill time. Delayed, so we miss our connection. Atlanta, have to stay overnight in the airport in Atlanta. Then delayed in Salt Lake City because they had to move us to a different flight, so we have a double banger. And then delayed, and I almost broke down in fucking tears at Salt Lake this afternoon. I'm like, I walked up to the planes, trains, and automobiles. The scene where he walks up to the rental car counter and he's like, you gave me a fucking car that doesn't fucking exist. I went up to the woman and I told her everything that had just happened, from the rainy cruise to cheating on my wife leaving me, spending 24 hours in airports. And I said, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. I don't care if it's on another airline, but just tell me if you're lying to me that it's only an hour delay, because I just want to go home. So we're home, and I don't know if you heard me, Derek. Bingo says, because it's a very friendly, amicable, 10 years done relationship. And she goes, so, who's the first person you're going to bang in town? And I go, hopefully nobody at all in this town. I'll import one if I need to. And then I went, wait, no, probably be Bree, because if you destroyed my relationship, I want to destroy Derek's relationship.
I thought he was going to say Kristen.
Pay it forward, right?
Pay it forward, breaks it. It happened to me as a kid. Now it's going to happen to you. Get on the mic.
I only had one question now. Bingo's job was to feed and water the dogs. Does that mean we're putting them down because she's not here to do that?
I can read you a text. Oh, Chad Shank, who's on his way. We'll do part 2 with Chad Shank after the game. Chad Shank said something. I go, well, I was going to stick her with Ichabod because she's the reason I have dogs. She had to have this stray fucking dog. And, I go, but if I stuck her with Ichabod, now where she lives, fucking shitting in an outhouse with 3 kids. Yeah. Oh, you know who it is? Yeah. I go, she won't even walk the fucking dogs in our relationship. Ichabod would die if I.
Just let him go there.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd do that to Henry Phillips, but not Ichabod. All right. Well, that's part 1 of this, blast of, emotional enema, but you know what? We have to do priorities. Packers, Cardinals. Relationships come and go, but Packers, Cardinals, that's a once in a lifetime. We'll be back after this brief message. Great news, kids. The much neglected merch page on my much neglected website has been taken over by Ggreg Chaille. So we have tour t-shirts, podcast t-shirts. We have Pop-Off Vodka Presents t-shirts. Get them before we get sued, before we get the cease and desist. And a whole shitload of CDs and DVDs that span a lifetime. A sad, tragic, bloated lifetime of my fucking horrible thoughts and pontifications. So help me get that shit out of my crawl space. Thanks for that. And now, back to the podcast, previously recorded. This devastating breakup is brought to you tonight by Squarespace. Squarespace, we have our podcast. I mean our
That's all, folks.
website.
Our website is
Squarespace.
It's hosted and it's created through a template on Squarespace.
If you start building your website today at squarespace.com and enter the offer code Doug Stanhope at checkout, you'll get 10% off. And if you don't use Squarespace, you're not a real comedian, because we went through the litany of comedians who use Squarespace for their websites, because comedians suck at shit that's business savvy. A good comedian sucks at business, and Squarespace makes it so easy to build a website, even Sean Rouse could do it. Inside reference? Well, then you don't know fucking comedy. But build your website through Squarespace. Chad Shank, we're going to build him a Squarespace website.
I think we should. I was thinking about that. Who we could build
we're
the
going to
site
make
for.
Chad Shank famous against his will. As this breakup has gone on, I've been texting Chad Shank. I told him, listen, Bingo and I are splitting up everything. So I said, you get Chad Shank, I get Johnny Depp.
Well, actually, the lawyers will have to decide that.
Yeah, now I'm reneging. I'm like, no, I think I want Chad Shank. So yes, Squarespace, you do this. Chaille took over my website, and he's a man of my age. We're near 50 fucking years old, and you figured out Squarespace, and you're a guy that does this shit, even though you're bad at it. You were good at it when you did my website 20 years ago.
That was back then. That was a time when no one would really try and build a website using HTML and basically it's kind of coding, and it is fucking hair pulling. This is so simple now. You get with a 1 year subscription, they'll host your site. You'll get your domain name for free for that first year. I mean, you can't lose. If you want to get a website, you want to get up there. Something simple. It's a template. You want to change it, you just change the template.
I can honestly promote Squarespace because I know I use it and I know you can do it. That's how simple it is. So I have no problem taking their money to promote them. Squarespace.com. What am I reading again?
Their tagline. By the one.
Before moving on to core talking point section. Oh, wait, not that part.
Cut.
Just use fucking Squarespace. Make yourself some kind of fucking thing and then text me. Go, hey, just because you promoted it, Doug Stanhope, I got a Squarespace site. I used the code Doug Stanhope to get 10% off, and I did it just for you. Because that's how this bullshit works. Now let's get back to I just got dumped by my girlfriend on a fucking cruise.
Hold on. You gotta say that last part right there.
Squarespace. Build it beautiful. Crazy
Perfect.
Rob is here. What happened with your career? Are you still playing baseball?
I'm still trying to play ball. My brother's going with me. I'm a free agent now, so still trying to swing the bat.
Still trying. Are you with it? Well, I guess it's winter. You're not with a team.
I'm just trying to get invited to a spring training and go out to Cali and play. So that's basically what it is.
Note to the killer termites. Free agent.
Let that dog out. Ryan, let the dog out. Yeah, otherwise I'll fuck up the podcast. We'll get back to Crazy Rob.
Remind him to keep his cell phone with him at all times, unlike the guy with the New England.
Oh, Gabe, yeah, we'll get to that. I have my own fucking problems. I just got dumped on a cruise ship, Uncle Bill.
Back to
Bingo
the
and I
dumping.
are Splitsville. Did you hear this?
I didn't.
Yeah, no,
This is the first time I've
yeah,
heard.
we just went on a cruise. You know the show, The Impractical Jokers?
I watch it all the time.
Love the show.
Me too.
Friends of ours. Oh, they were
Look
here
outside.
for a Super Bowl. Oh,
Oh my
No!
God.
No! They're burning the Christmas tree. That's for Super Bowl, you cocksuckers.
Jesus, look at him jump.
All right, there's a huge fire.
Huge fire.
He's dragging the
right.
burning
Yeah, first your girlfriend, now your house. Well, half of her house.
So Bingo and I went on a cruise. It's the Impractical Jokers Fan Cruise. And we
Sounds
saw
awesome.
that. And we booked it. Cruise ships suck shit. Everything about cruise ships, Norwegian Cruise Lines, fuck you. Impractical Jokers were great. But somewhere in the middle, I had an indiscretion and I banged a girl your girlfriend's age. And
Me and Kara are no more.
oh.
Well, now you can tell him. Now you can tell him it was her.
Damn it.
So,
Yeah.
but I just filmed 2 specials in 2 nights here. We actually set up a stage right there in the Funhouse, and we had like 35 people here, and we filmed this special here. The next night we filmed it at the Bisbee Royale, the other special, and I have no more material. So then my girlfriend dumps me, and I'm going, oh, now I have 10 years of stories I could never say out loud because
Yeah.
I had a girlfriend. MySpace days. 2006, 2007, there was a girl named the Queen of All Obscene. She was a titty dancer in Detroit. I played Detroit. I'm coming to your show. She's like, where's the Coke? I'm going to get Coke. Where's the Coke? like every cliche of a titty dancer, she gets coke. The opening act is a kid. He was like 20 something. His whole act was about how he's a 24-year-old virgin. And there's another funny thing about being a 24-year-old virgin. He's also my ride. He's the opening act and my ride. So he drives me back to the hotel with the queen of all obscene and her less attractive friend. We're doing coke in the hotel room, and at some point, a titty dancer can go from I'm a titty dancer to I'm out of coke, I'm a prostitute. And I saw that look in her eyes. So I offered her, I'm gauging $400, but a few $100 to fuck that kid to ruin his act. Yeah. So I give her the money. She goes in the bathroom of my hotel room. She fucks him. Then she starts flipping out, going, I don't like this. This guy's weird. And I go, dude, yeah, you just have to go. You're sober enough to drive yourself home. Then I go, well, if she's going to fuck him for that much money, she'll fuck me for a little bit less because I'm headlining. And she did while her fat friend pretended to sleep.
All right.
And then I get back and I'm on my computer all the time like you were in the MySpace days, checking my MySpace. And she keeps texting me or emailing, whatever, on MySpace. She keeps messaging me on MySpace. And I'm like, fuck, you gotta stop. Because I don't know when Bingo's gonna be over my shoulder seeing me talking about her fucking me on the road when she wasn't there. And it was 2 or 3 weeks later that the fat friend, the less attractive, I know most of my friends here are fat. I'm not casting aspersions, I'm saying.
Her attitude was fat.
The big girl, the big girl that pretended to be asleep said, I don't know if you already heard about this, but Rachel died of a cocaine overdose. Oh. And I literally fist pumped going, God, yes! She's not going to be able to rat me out anymore. And that's when I knew I was an awful person. So when Bingo left me on this cruise ship, there's still that in my head that said, you did the right thing. I'm a fucking terrible person. We have good football days, but inside, I fuck you accidentally behind my girlfriend's back, and then you die, and I fist bump by myself going, oh, thank God. So now these are stories I can tell on the road.
I have a question. How do you accidentally fuck? That's...
Well, when you're drunk and you're coked up, you do bad things.
She slipped, fell on his dick.
Well,
okay, that works. I'll settle for that.
The Chris Rock joke that the one you go, oh fuck, why didn't I think of that? Is a man is only as faithful as he has options. Yes. And that night I had options. So yeah, that's how you fuck up, Kenny.
Okay.
You have no options.
No options. What are you saying about me? I have no options.
Oh, Lordy.
He has no options. You have all the options in the world. You're a single-ish girl in a small town. No. You could fuck everyone in this room with Kenny as a cuckold crying in a corner. Kenny does not have that option. Hey, every lady in the room ready to fuck Kenny to just watch his girlfriend cry? Cricket.
That's okay. That's okay.
So, tonight it's funny. That's why I said, Chaille, get the podcasting equipment ready. Because as soon as I get in, because tomorrow it's gonna suck.
Kickoff.
Oh, and it's all right. And that's the end of this part of the podcast. Kickoff of the Packers-Cardinals game just started. Second half. We'll wrap this up afterwards when I'm crying. Going, but there's no... You can't have no Doug and Bingo. We're Doug and Bingo.
It's usually
10 years. 10 years of Doug and Bingo. Okay, you can't just end that. But it's ended.
It's usually everybody get the fuck out. Tonight it's everybody please hang out.
I still love that girl.
Do you have those backup cigarettes?
Yes. Well, no, actually,
No.
Probably Derek smoked them all because.
Backup
Yeah.
cigarettes? 'Cause I'm.
Yeah. All right.
He tried to
all right.
stash them between
Hey,
the cable box and the
All right,
daily.
let's
Hang on.
Is this my whole pack?
No, you don't have to do that.
Oh, here's what I did. Here's what I did, people. I had a big bag of dildos that I smuggled booze in. Everyone knows about the big bag of dildos. Did we talk about this on the last podcast?
No.
I don't know.
All right. As long as it's on a podcast. This is not a...
Babe, I'll let you hear it.
All right. I had to ask around because there's no adult bookstore in town. I had to ask ladies of a certain disposition if they could drop off any unused dildos that they own. Suzanne! And so I had, Bingo had one dildo, Suzanne had 4, Stocks had one, so I had a big bag of dildos to smuggle booze. I put the booze on the bottom. Even Harley dropped off Teenage Ass Eaters was the name of the porn. I go, I want a whole bag of porn and dildos. So if anyone that's working security on Norwegian cruise lines is that desperate to find booze in my bag, they're going to have to go through dildo porn, dog leash porn, Mexican Viagra porn,
KY.
Fake police badge. Actually, down to the bag of booze at the bottom, which I had marked vodka with a V, and Kenny says, "Oh no, you should mark that KY."
Yes.
So I marked it KY. Like, is it? They didn't fuck with any of my booze, but had all the dildos. After I had a small indiscretion with a 23-year-old girl, high-five me, Derek.
Fucking right.
After that, threw all Suzanne's dildos off the back.
Derek.
Right now, there's a dolphin choking to death with Suzanne's dildos in its blowhole.
Yeah.
Because I littered. But because Bingo, and she really did want to be on this podcast, but she had to go meet the guy that she's leaving me for, who rode a mule down from his fucking outhouse. Fucking Bisbee Beverly Hillbillies, dude. She had to meet him. She couldn't be here. So I'll tell you this. What I did is the one dildo that I did keep and steal was Bingo's dildo. And I'm going to use that as a garden gnome. And I'm going to take that when I go back on tour. And I'm going to take pictures of her dildo everywhere with any girl, any hotel, everywhere. Oh, sorry.
Travelocity.
Detroit.
The traveling dildo.
Yes. It's going to be the Garden Gnome dildo. Hey, we'll be right back after the Cardinals beat the Packers. Yeah!
Go Jets.
Go Cardinals! Hey, if you're coming to Bisbee, and a lot of people tweet me that they are, if you're not a comic, I don't really pay that much attention. But if you are staying here, the rule still stands. If you're coming to Bisbee, stay at the Shady Dell if it's available, and I will step away from my book and come have a beer with you. Even Ichabod says, yay on the Shady Dell. theshadydell.com, theshadydell.com. It's a vintage trailer park. Trailers done to the nines, just like it's 1958. You're gonna love it. I will come down. I'll have cocktails with you. Maybe we burn a steak. I don't know. But stay there. If you're in town and I'm in town, I will see you there. And now back to the podcast, already in drudgery. Round of applause, standing ovation.
Are you rolling?
We are now.
All right.
Hold on.
Who's bartending?
I need a drink.
What do you need?
Give me a drink.
Son of a bitch, give me a drink.
One more night.
What are you drinking, lady?
Very strong vodka and soda water.
All right.
Nah, it's just straight whiskey.
Straight whiskey.
Straight whiskey and ice. Ice.
You know what?
Whiskey on ice.
Bring me the bottle.
Where's Derek?
Come sit on me.
That's what I did.
Okay.
Derek!
You should.
God damn it.
I'll come over here then.
In the bedroom, there's a bottle of Bushmills underneath the TV. Bushmills work?
Yeah.
You're good.
JMO.
Oh, never mind, Kenny.
We're good.
When we left you last on this
Hi.
podcast, we did parts 1 and 2 last night.
Thank you.
I don't remember a lot of it, but I knew I had passion when I was saying it.
Right.
And so we kind of covered the cruise, my bad decisions.
Oh,
It
did
seemed
you cover
like
your bad decisions? Okay.
Yeah, it seemed like somehow I could pull that off.
So I'm not gonna look like such a dick.
No, you're not gonna look like a dick.
Do your intro.
My intro? What's my intro?
I want you to introduce here everyone. It's different than last
well,
time.
you know what? We'll do this town hall style, but on the mics right now, Bingo is here.
Hello.
To wrap up. Chad Shank is here to make sure it doesn't get violent, unless he wants it to get violent. And Chaille's on the mic, and we have a whole group of friends who are very supportive. They tell you when fucking Alex walked in, he goes, "Hey, it's a beautiful day outside, except for you. You got dumped." So there's been a lot of beautiful ball busting going on, and that's what we needed. So at any point, we'll open up the floor for questions. But until then, let's try to recap. Brad wrote a lot of shit down that I go, on part 3, I should talk about this shit. There was that couple that we saved.
Yeah, and then broke up the next day.
We
broke up the next day.
And and she went to the Brig.
Yeah.
That's the podcast I want to do.
The jail on...
Mm-hmm.
It was very late at night. Yes, there was boat jail. It was very late at night, and some guy comes down. Adam was his name. And he's like, my wife left me. Well, no.
Let's get to this.
What? Get to the good parts?
Let's get to the good parts. Let's do this.
Well, we already did a lot of the good parts you weren't here for.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's get to the good parts. Yes, I brought some 23-year-old stripper back to the room after a 48-hour nonstop drinking binge, thinking this could work out. To my room with Bingo in it. It seemed like a good idea.
Well, we've done that
time.
a million times. It's not like we haven't done that before, but
yeah. So that happened. Bingo left immediately.
I was not in at the time. I was not in no.
She was a cute girl.
She was cute.
She looked like Felicia Michaels for any comics out there back in her Playboy days.
Yeah, she was great.
Yeah. And then you broke out that you were leaving me anyway for a local guy. But we get along magnificently after that.
We broke up on air. Remember? They
I don't remember
videotaped
this.
and we signed releases, baby.
Oh, yeah. We did.
Come on.
Oh, that's right, because some guy, I forget about this part.
They were doing the bingo.
Everyone's
thing.
filming because it's the Impractical Jokers Cruise. So they're filming anything they can film that can, be part of whatever special they're doing. And someone proposed to his girlfriend on camera, and I go, "Oh, we have to go the other direction." Hey, you know what? We broke up on this cruise, so good luck to you. But yeah, it was a fantastic breakup.
It was incredible. Did you tell them what we did to my pants?
No.
Well, we threw a lot of stuff overboard.
I know, but this was our breakup throw off the board thing.
Well, that was.
We took
your
my
pajama pants.
Yeah,
threw them
and
off
we watched them wave in the wind, the hot pink stars, and they waved and waved and waved, and finally landed in the ocean. And we high fived to 10 fucking awesome years.
I also threw a lot of dildos off the boat.
You did do that.
Sorry
about
I
that,
think we talked
neighbors.
about that. Yeah, we
That's what with
we
my
talked
dildo,
about how
that's
many
all.
dolphins have a fucking dildo jammed in their blowhole now.
I was hoping it was your guys' dildos. I was just picturing a bunch of pissed off people on the cruise chasing you.
That's a
Bring back my dildo!
I think
That's with my dildo, because mine was a decoy too, and I was just like, did you use this on her? Because I'll get a new one. Just tell me, did you use it on her?
No, but you're going to hear it on the podcast eventually, because we talked about this last
That's
night.
fine.
I did steal your dildo so I can take pictures of it all over the place like a garden gnome.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I
You
stole
did?
that.
Okay, all
Yeah.
right. I'll get a new one. That's fine.
Somebody's
Don't-
knitting
don't-
blue hair for it right now.
Don't mind that, Shank.
So, the brig and the thing and the. So now we have to figure out how to break up after 10 years, which
I know.
is going to be difficult. We started splitting up friends on the cruise. I told Chad, I traded you for Johnny Depp, but I kind of want him back.
I was fine with it.
Johnny Depp doesn't kill on a fucking podcast. Chad does. I can't remember who we.
I got Levine.
Don't worry, everyone involved. We were kidding, but it was still funny. And Kenny, you were like, you get traded for someone good. She's like, fucking Kenny? I get Kenny?
I did not say that.
I don't
the last
remember.
one
I don't
picked.
remember the details.
I guess
But
I'll
yeah.
take Kenny.
I have to. As bad as Kenny feels right now, I felt that much better. I had all kinds of trade value.
Being picked last on the playground really sucks.
I think I took Evelyn and you got neighbor Dave, but everyone wants Evelyn.
Everybody wants Evelyn.
I think I did make some rude remarks about your wife in a sexual manner.
Oh my Christ, did you? Oh my God, you made me like skip up. It was terrible.
He's huffing and
If I had my CPAP machine on and you hopped in bed with us, I wouldn't even know you were there.
If you could actually lift your girth over to a microphone, the audience would have heard that. As he stuffs more artichoke dip into his face. Didn't even move him at all.
So where do you want this podcast to go?
Well, we're
Where do you
trying.
want the
We're
podcast to
trying
go?
to do
Because
a
we
wrap
could
up
do-
because
we
we
could-
did 2 parts last night about all the problems that happened on the cruise. I didn't mention any names.
Okay, we could go with what I left for what I have, which is
Go ahead.
very, very funny. Or
Oh, wait, I did not mention names, but I did say
Oh,
he's
don't.
got 3 kids in an outhouse. And
Yeah,
Kenny
yeah.
goes, "Oh, I know." So you spent the night. Was that your first night in the outhouse?
yeah, and
tavern?
as I was taking a shit, there's not a door on the outhouse because he doesn't. No, listen. It gets better. No, the good outhouse. There's a couple of owls living in it, and he wants to keep the owls there. So I
You
get to
can't
use.
shit in the owl outhouse because
No.
don't stink that place up.
They're
I got
protected.
owls, lady.
So I shit in the shittier outhouse. And
Did you
as
bring
I
me
was-
cigarettes, by the way?
I
know
forgot.
I knew you'd fucking
I
forget.
forgot.
There's so many things that I'm trying to use as positives.
I'm sorry.
Oh, and here comes Suzanne. Don't think your name hasn't come up a lot.
Oh.
I said today, this is a conversation I'm going to have. Bingo and I broke up, so you caught me at a weak moment. I'm going to fist you, but I'm still going to use protection. As I wiggle a rubber fist into the microphone. This is our breakup podcast. Grab a drink.
No, I'm kidding.
Launched all your dildos off the back of a cruise ship. They're stuck in dolphins' blowholes. We've been over it.
You owe me a gift certificate.
Yeah. Get on mic if you need to talk.
Okay.
So you spent the night and you had to shit in the cold outhouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one without the owls.
Without the owls. There's no owls in there. There's
How
no
many
door.
outhouses does this man have?
Two.
He sounds flush. I have more than one outhouse, lady. Take your pick, except for that one.
But he loves me so much,
Where I
he
have
would put in a
vermin
toilet.
living.
He would put in a toilet for me, just for me.
He put in a toilet?
No,
for
he
you?
would do that.
Oh, he would.
When he's walking you, when he's
if
walking,
he didn't spend all his money on blow.
No, that's
All
me.
right.
I'm the one with the blow problem.
Well, the rumors are flying all over the house, but they've been mostly fun. Good fun. So what else? What else?
after the owls.
When you
Ask me questions, because I
you know
don't
what?
know where to go.
I don't want to get everyone weirded out, but when you laid down last night with him on those bales of hay,
Next to the donkey.
I want to know what love is. I want you to show me.
This is great. No, this is funny. He trimmed up his beard because he accidentally set it on fire with the wood stove. Last night, this happened. So he had to trim up. So he's all trimmed up now today. All trimmed.
How do I feel bad for you dumping me?
Let's see what else.
The only way this would be even is if you brought the stripper back here to live with you.
We've been
We've
texting.
got her. We've got her number. We've got her number. But you don't know. I've got her number too. So fuck you.
Oh, by the way, Erin, the bartender, cool bartender from.
Yeah.
Did we talk to her yesterday?
We
She
didn't
said it was
tell
great
her-
to see you.
We
Wish
didn't
we
tell
could
her.
hang out more. And I go, I don't really remember seeing her.
No,
at
we
all.
saw her.
She said, "Give this." She has a new number, so you get the new number from her.
Okay.
But
I got it.
all right, yeah, I guess we have
So-
to trade out bartenders.
Yeah, who gets Aaron?
I'll take backdoor Mike. You get Aaron.
Cut.
Oh no, fuck it, Connie. I'll take Connie. You get Aaron.
That's fair trade. That's fair trade. That Connie and Aaron.
What else?
Yep.
I'm taking Shawnee. You get Gretchen. No. That's the easy one. I mean, we have similar projects. I'm not doing a fucking coloring book with you, and he's not going to make fucking metal palm trees at whatever
Maybe.
gutter estate this guy lives in, some cave.
Is the outhouse going to make it to the coloring book?
Should be the
I
last
should
page.
do 2 coloring
Oh
books.
fuck! I gotta write that down too. I've been really drunk for 6 or 7 days. But yeah, no, I have to take you out. I have to do the flap for the book, where I just had to bingo. I have to now, or now I could just make it mean. That would not. It was already mean. It was to bingo. You'll never read this book because you're retarded. But I already read you the best parts anyway. So it was already kind of mean.
Okay, so yeah, make it meaner.
I
Whatever.
called. I texted my ex-wife
Oh, what?
just because she needed the Schadenfreude.
Yeah, that's fine.
I was never. I moved here with Renee, and then within 3 weeks.
Got together.
We broke up and she moved in immediately.
But
so
we
I haven't
can
even
show
been
we can do
single
this
since
right.
like 2001.
Hey, we can do this right though.
Yo, no, we are doing it right.
We can
It's
do this
just now
right.
I'm an old dude. I said to them earlier, I go, was there any road accidents? Because the busload of single ladies that have heard about my new status of availability have not shown up. Maybe they had a flat tire.
The tunnel's blocked.
I've been turning him away at the gate. I didn't know you wanted me to let him in.
The reason I was late is because we had to fix the Willys, the truck, to get here. So.
Yeah, I said, where are you? You were on your way a while ago. She goes, we're putting oil in the truck. And I thought you were talking about the Tahoe. And I'm like, yeah,
No.
I think she was talking about the Tom Joe jalopy he probably drives with the 3 kids. How old are the kids?
4, 8, and 10.
Wow. You're fit to be a mother. Absolutely
Hey,
fit to be a mother.
I never signed on.
You're
to
good
be
with
a mother.
Lindy Mindy's kids.
Stop it.
You could be a
No, I was
BFF.
No, do you want to know? Do you want to know what's going on, like
Sure.
mentally or not? Because if you don't, because that would go dark. The podcast will go dark if you do that.
You know what? The worst thing we could do to this podcast is make it dark. Is someone going to commit suicide
Yeah.
on this one too?
Maybe.
You?
Well, if you want to go dark, if you want to go real, I'll talk to you about it.
Yeah.
And if you don't, then I won't.
Absolutely.
Okay, then we can fucking get it out there.
All right, good. Well, then
But
I'm going
here's
to
the
need a
thing.
drink.
Here's the thing.
Cocktails.
Can I switch from beer?
What do you need, Chad?
Vodka soda, something, please.
So what's
But
up?
here's the thing. If I say this out loud, I'm terrified.
Chaille will edit it if you have buyer's remorse. That's
No, buyer's remorse is I will get locked up if people hear this. I will get locked up, and I.
No, it's a comedy podcast.
Okay, so it's
remember
all a
how
joke.
we pretended to
This
put
is
my mother
all
to sleep?
a joke.
It's comedy. You can't go to jail if you were just joking.
Okay,
Hyperbole is not against the law.
okay.
So what's up?
What's really up is you know that in the past my episodes have gone confusing people for other people sometimes, and I've thought you were other people
Steve
before.
Drew, yes. Don't worry. Steve Drew is fucking golden in my eyes, and I kept
I know that.
last night.
No,
one
that
of
has
my
to be
few
out.
memories was going, "Why couldn't it be you? I like you." You're not some punk ass fake Leon Redbone.
There was that one time on
I
tour
didn't-
where Bingo.
It's not Leon Redbone,
No,
by
tell
the way.
that.
I really
Tell
enjoy
that.
Leon Redbone's
Can you tell
work.
that, Chaille?
Yeah.
That would help a lot.
It's not Leon Ramon.
So, yeah.
Steve
No,
Drew, I'm
no,
sorry
this
you're
would-
getting
this would
cock
help.
blocked right now. That's fucked
help.
up.
What Bingo was saying about how she has trouble.
Hang on, that 23-year-old stripper's texting me.
Yeah.
Anyway,
So Bingo's
seriously.
Bingo's talking about the episodes where she confuses someone who's
You were
physically there.
This is
So let him tell the story.
For the listeners, I just want to backtrack. If you remember the story where we had to carry her out of a Denny's, like some kind of weird date rape in Rock Island, Illinois.
Yeah.
That's what she was going through. She couldn't tell. She thought Steve Drew and I were the same person, and that she made us all up in her imagination, and she is being challenged to die, but she doesn't have the courage, and she has to just make herself die. That was, yeah, that was. It was a bad show that night. I'll just. So you're having those things again?
It's all over again, except it's I can tell I'm getting closer. I'm
Well, is it-
genuinely getting closer. I
How
know
much
what's
of it's
right.
Coke related?
None of it.
Really?
Because when I went to Lindy's, that was all to get off. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I can tell you that honestly. But I am understanding, I'm trying to understand what this reality truly is. And I need to accept myself. And when that happens, I will take my life. That's going to happen. That's what I'm supposed to do. And I will figure it out. It's not right now. It's not happening right now. But the whole thing with this, whatever, is all related. And
But
Mr.
can't you accept that we might have made a lot of right choices in life to have this many good friends that can just sit and handle
I
this?
understand that. That's not even close to the.
Well, you're saying with all this, like, yeah, we live a really fucked up life. I'll give
Johnny
you that.
Depp doesn't exist in my head. Like, why would me, someone from Lebanon, Oregon?
That's why I traded back for Chad Shank.
Okay, whatever. Why would Johnny fucking Depp read my book? It didn't happen. That doesn't happen. I'm from a small town. I'm nothing. I have to realize this is not real. This is not fucking reality, Stanhope. You are. You're not.
But we worked really hard to make this.
I know. But it's getting close to. I need.
So what are you going to do about it?
Well, I'm scared.
Other than kill yourself.
Well, I'm
like, what's your
scared.
B plan if killing yourself doesn't work out?
But like even last night, like the whole thing with Derek.
Good thing I'm not on mic, right?
That was great. But the whole thing with.
Sorry.
No, that was great timing. Sorry.
Every time Derek's name comes up, now we got to play that guitar lick.
Yeah. That would be great.
So the Derek thing.
So the Derek thing, finding him dead, like how I found him, with his brains, all over the fucking place. I'm not supposed to be. I'm accepting all that now, like accepting that in a way that was supposed to happen. I was definitely supposed to see that. It's okay. That's okay. They did it out of true love. They did it out of true love. It's okay. And I am understanding that now. And it's scary because I'm not ready. I was just like, okay, I'm closer and closer to being strong enough.
So you're going through the same thing where the
Not-
powers
not-
that be are daring you to kill yourself.
Not drug related. And I am on my medications. So this is real to me. This is fucking real.
All right. So what do you do?
I write it until the time is right. It's not right
What about
yet.
the coloring book?
It doesn't. Who's gonna see? I mean, come on. It's all. The fans. Like
I just fucked a stripper. Jesus Christ! You moved into some dude's house with a burned beard and an outhouse, thinking that's going to help.
No,
your
I think
mental
that's
status.
you. You don't understand. I think that's you. I think that's you.
I didn't mind being Steve Drew, but don't.
You've been downgraded in her delusions.
I know. Terrible state of affairs.
Beards are hip now, though. The lumberjack thing is.
So I guess.
The text that I got from him.
Oh shit! Can you read some copy for us? We have a. What do you have? Squarespace. Can you read some Squarespace copy? Hey, this suicide's brought to you by Squarespace. Do you not have a website? You know what? It's easy to make a website nowadays with Squarespace. Just go to squarespace.com and don't forget to enter the code dougstanhope /dougstanhope and you'll get 10% off of your website. And start your free trial today. /bingo. Sorry, I was just making the most inappropriate ad ever.
I'm in awe. I thought you'd have no segue to that commercial whatsoever.
Not at all. All right, so should we go to break? Oh, fuck. Sorry, Bingo. I know you're having a hard time, but it's Denver, Pittsburgh. We're going into the third quarter.
Let's watch the
We're
game.
going to take a quick break and check Bingo's meds. We'll be right back after this Chad Shank message. I put it on you. You save every podcast.
I don't have a message. I feel awkward on this podcast.
Shut up. I haven't cried yet. Well, except when no one was looking.
Oh, that's why the door was locked this morning.
Keep it going. You know. How long you been like this?
The whole time at Lindy's when I was sobering up. That's why it's scary. Like, the drugs are easy to chase that stuff out of your head, when you're on drugs, because it's an excuse. It's just the drugs. But when I sobered up, then it becomes real. So it's like, it's easy to turn to something else to mask it and say, I'm okay. It's just this drug thing. Or
That's one of the fucked up things with mental illness is that you can't... if you have a drug problem, you can go to the Betty Ford Clinic, and I say, I'm just gonna spend a month in Malibu and get my feet scrubbed and scraped. But yeah, there's no high dollar mental illness place. It's all fucking Jacob's Ladder. It's just you don't have alternatives. So if you have an alternative out there and you're listening, if you have a high dollar mental illness place, well, bingo. Yikes. All right. Hey, Kenny, can you go grab me smokes?
Yeah, I can hook you up, but I need money.
Oh, yeah, no, it's on the coffee table underneath the paper towels.
You know, the safe.
Well, we have new people here. I didn't trust this fucking Francis girl. I don't know her, so I hid my money in case she'll vouch for you. She doesn't remember you. We're drunks, for Christ's sakes. I'm just kidding. So anything you want to plug?
I got nothing left.
All right, let's take a break. Yeah, all that's kind of pointless now. The fun stuff on the Jokers Cruise will just kill all that.
Sorry to kill the fun.
Hey, we're going to close this podcast on awkward silence. Everyone, I need room tone. And now play the Mattoid. All right. We might come back to this. We might not. You good? You hanging in?
Did I make this awkward?
No, you made it perfect. That's what the podcast is supposed to be, is awkward.
So let's get some sound on that game now.
Are we in a break or not?
Boom. It's kind of like the N-word. If you're not suicidal, you're not allowed to trivialize it, Dave.
Come on.
Even you can.
Look at how much he eats. He's suicidal. He's just doing it. He's just doing it in the most pleasurable way ever. I'm going to kill myself on the best artichoke dip I've ever had.
It was.
I haven't tried it, but.
No one did.
You won't get a chance. It's gone.
Oh, really? Is the sushi gone? Is the sushi tainted yet?
You're definitely safe, Doug. You made enough for an hour.
Grocery store sushi. It was probably tainted to start with. I ate a bunch.
In the desert.
Oh, Bingo, I don't want to pile on.
What happened? No.
Your Seahawks that you had in the pool
Someone stole them.
got crushed.
They got crushed.
Yeah.
But you know what? You can't take that $400 with you.
You know, Bingo, I had them too, so. It's always like this.
You should be here on Tuesday nights.
God damn it, nobody invites me to Tuesday.
Come on, this life is real.
Johnny Depp is just a guy.
So Bingo, your life is that fabulous.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Was.
Yeah. I need to, hey, here's a plug. I need a new Bingo and a new Derek. Derek kind of left me for a chick. Bingo left me for a dude. I need someone who can just walk the goddamn dogs, fuck me once a year, quickly. I'll pay for the travel. You just got to clean up after yourself and hoard a little bit less.
Everybody in Bisbee could use some extra money, so.
Or do that once a year.
Alcohol over there.
Get through it. Still, I got to get through that if I get through travel.
Like for anything, you just
The travel's just from your house to here.
Yeah.
Now he wants the cruises. 55.
Is there any way I could get some more of that?
Yeah, talk to a bartender.
Trace.
You got it, bud.
Thank you, Mama.
All right, you know what? Let's call this Cliffhanger Podcast number 3. Hey, will Bingo be dead on the next podcast? Don't be dead on the next podcast.
I think this is funny.
It is funny. I mean, to us.
To me.
We have
Thanks,
we have a really low listenership for a reason. So not a lot of people find this as funny as we do. But it's real. All right, that's the podcast. But keep recording as we do. Hit the volume. Oh, you can't. Yeah.
Yeah, just.
All right. Yeah, we're done with that.
We'll take a break.
Chaille will clean this up. We'll take a break or just end it here. Not like that. God. All right, and thanks for listening to the podcast, brought to you this week by Squarespace.com. Start your free trial site today at Squarespace.com, and when you sign up for Squarespace, make sure you use the offer code DougStanhope to get 10% off your first purchase. Squarespace. Build it beautiful. And now play the Mattoid.
Party time. Party time. Party time. Party time. Drink your drinks and eat your eats. It's party time. Laugh your laughs and eat your eats. It's party time. Smile your smiles and blue your blues. It's party time. Dance your dance and shoe your shoes. It's party time. Howl your howls and suck your socks. It's party time. Yeah. Oh baby, grab your craps and fuck your fucks. It's party time. Grab your craps and fuck your fucks. It's party time. Everybody, grab your craps and fuck your fucks. It's party time. One more. Grab your craps and fuck your fucks. It's party time. Here we go. Party time. Yeah. Party time. Party time. Yeah. Party time. 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 Hey.